Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Vic's Garage. Today I got to do some work on my 2014 Ram 1500. My passenger side headlight is burnt out, so I'm going to show you how to replace your headlights without removing your grille. The tools you're going to need are a ratchet, a 10mm wrench, a 10mm socket if you still have one, because that's the one we've all lost, an 8mm socket, a very long ratchet extension, a flathead screwdriver or trim removal tool, and a rag. Let's get to it. So first thing you have to do in order to change your headlight on the 2014 Ram and that all the other years in that generation is you'll see in the wheel well there's this axis panel. You just got to remove this clip. You can use a straight edge screwdriver, or if you have one of those clip removal tools, and slide in there and pop it out, and then you can reach inside and there's a tab you push up, and the tab is like a locking mechanism that helps hold the headlight in place. So first thing we're going to do is open that. Tab. And then open this up and just reach inside and feel. You'll feel the tab and you just push it up. So next, if you still have your elusive 10mm socket, which is always prone to getting lost, you got to remove two bolts. There's this one right here on the front. You see that there? And there's another one deep down in here, which is kind of hard. I can't get a light in there to show you. But you'll need a very long extension. I have this set up here, and that allows me to get down in there and do it. So we'll do that right now. For the front, I'm going to use a 10mm crow's foot ratcheting wrench. Because of course, I've lost my small 10mm socket a long time ago. You probably won't be able to retrieve this bottom bolt with your socket unless you have a magnet on it. Just unbolt it all the way. Looks like I just lost my other 10mm socket. Now, to remove the actual headlight, there's a ball socket in here that holds it in the back, and it clips in the front. Not really a clip, but it hooks behind the grill. So you have to pop it out from the back, and then that'll allow it to slide out from the front. So what I do is I just use like a rag or something so you don't scratch your paint. And because it's hard to get your fingers in here, with a screwdriver, just get it in between and pop it out. There you go. You hear it pop out. Now you can just slide it out. Now to separate it, it's just a clip. Disconnect the harness and recover your lost 10mm socket. So now to access the headlights, you use your 8mm socket and remove the 5 bolts that hold the access plate on the back of the headlight assembly. now we have access. So on your Ram, the 2014 model year and the rest of the generation, your high beam or your low beam is in this housing here with the black adapter. Easily just disconnect the clip, pull up the tab, slide it out, and then the bulb should just twist out. There you go. You can see that bulb is done. With the high beam one, a little harder because it's tucked in there. High beam housing is black and red. There we go. When you're putting the bulb in, you'll see there's two large tabs and a small tab, and those line up in there. So there's the same thing on the housing. There's two large tabs and a small tab. So just line them up, put it in, and then you give it a twist to lock it in place. Let's see here. It's this way. Done. That's locked in. And just connect the wiring harness. Black and red. Done. Do the low beam now. Same thing. You see there's two large tabs and a small one. And if you look at the housing, there's a small one, two large tabs. Locked in. And I do know you can't actually plug this in wrong. You can plug it in upside down. So before you bolt everything together, just hook up the connector on the housing. Test your lights before you bolt everything in. That way if you have to just flip this back, it's not a big deal. Neatly just tuck the wires in there. We're done. We'll just bolt. So this is why I say before you bolt the covers back on, test them. That's my high beams. Got obviously the connector flipped around on that one, and the low beams are both backwards. So I'm gonna take them back out again, flip the plugs around, and then give it another go. And there we go. Low beams working. And high beams. All right, let's put the covers back on and start the reassembly. Okay, now let's discuss the reassembly of the headlight assembly. First thing first, I found switching to this setup made the job a bit easier. This allowed me to reach the hole down at the bottom of the headlight assembly because I chose not to remove the grill during the disassembly. First thing I do is grab the bolt and put it in its bracket. Then remember that the front of the light has to go behind the grill and snap into the back. Put it in a bit of an angle so that the bolt lines up with the hole. Then use your ratchet or the screwdriver assembly and tighten it just a bit, and then snap it into the back. After it's all snapped in place, tighten the remaining 2 bolts. With a little bit of fidgeting, you should get it. Boom. Tighten everything up. Like I said, it takes a little bit of fidgeting, but you'll get it. It's easier than removing the whole grill. And don't forget the one on the front. I used the crow's foot ratchet wrench for that. Well, there you have it, guys. How to change the lights on a 2009 to 2019 Dodge Ram. Enjoy some before and after photos. If you liked this video and found it helpful, then please like and subscribe, or leave a comment below. It really does help the channel. If you found my channel while searching for this specific video, then check out the rest of the content. In particular, my project car, a 1971 Dodge Charger I'm restoring. Also, if you have Instagram, check out my page, vix.garage, for some cool car history. Till the next one, take it easy.